I heard y'all was looking for me.
Here I go.
Yeah. Floating on your screen, I'm the daydream queen. Black Barbie style, Kim put a ring on me. Kids and businesses, yeah, the juggle is real. Hit that like, hit the sub, let's seal the deal. This is Von's reality, baby, tune right in. Soft glam, big goals, let the magic begin. If you came for the tea, I'm the kettle that spin. Welcome to the world where the queens always win. Switch it up. Bad bitch tea, got Lipton packs in the back. A whole lot going on, better grab you a snack. If you on the live stream, hype me up in the chat. Play with the queening, got that ass smack. Boss in my bloodline, every move back with facts. Von's reality, yeah, the fam stay stacked. I'm the moment, the glow, the vibe you can't hack. Step into my world, you ain't never going back. You say you were looking for me, here I go. Get ready for Von's reality show. We going up, it's a vibe, yeah, you already know. Play it in the streets, at work, or right at home. Yeah, you said you were looking for me, tune in close. Watch the elevation and the pretty unfold. From the glam to the grind, baby, this my zone. Von's reality, welcome to the throne. Since y'all were looking for me, I'll give you reality. I heard y'all was looking for me.
Here I go.
Yeah. Floating on your screen, I'm the daydream queen. Black Barbie style, Kim put a ring on me. Kids and businesses, yeah, the juggle is real. Hit that like, hit the sub, let's seal the deal. This is Von's reality, baby, tune right in. Soft glam, big goals, let the magic begin. If you came for the tea, I'm the kettle that spin. Welcome to the world where the queens always win. Switch it up. Bad bitch tea, got Lipton packs in the back. A whole lot going on, better grab you a snack. If you on the live stream, hype me up in the chat. Play with the queening, got that ass smack. Boss in my bloodline, every move back with facts. Von's reality, yeah, the fam stay stacked. I'm the moment, the glow, the vibe you can't hack. Step into my world, you ain't never going back. You say you were looking for me, here I go. Get ready for Von's reality show. We going up, it's a vibe, yeah, you already know. Play it in the streets, at work, or right at home. Yeah, you said you were looking for me, tune in close. Watch the elevation and the pretty unfold. From the glam to the grind, baby, this my zone. Von's reality, welcome to the throne. Since y'all were looking for me, I'll give you reality. I heard y'all was looking for me.
Here I go.
Yeah. Floating on your screen, I'm the daydream queen. Black Barbie style, Kim put a ring on me. Kids and businesses, yeah, the juggle is real. Hit that like, hit the sub, let's seal the deal. This is Von's reality, baby, tune right in. Soft glam, big goals, let the magic begin. If you came for the tea, I'm the kettle that spin. Welcome to the world where the queens always win. Switch it up. Bad bitch tea, got Lipton packs in the back. A whole lot going on, better grab you a snack. If you on the live stream, hype me up in the chat. Play with the queening, got that ass smack. Boss in my bloodline, every move back with facts. Von's reality, yeah, the fam stay stacked. I'm the moment, the glow, the vibe you can't hack. Step into my world, you ain't never going back. You say you were looking for me, here I go. Get ready for Von's reality show. We going up, it's a vibe, yeah, you already know. Play it in the streets, at work, or right at home. Yeah, you said you were looking for me, tune in close. Watch the elevation and the pretty unfold. From the glam to the grind, baby, this my zone. Von's reality, welcome to the throne. Since y'all were looking for me, I'll give you reality.
Good morning. Hey, Miss Stokes. Hey, Javon. Yes, I'm okay. Hey, Miss WD. Wait, can y'all hear me? Now, I'm going to sound a little funny, because yesterday, a chain of events happened after I went live. So my voice is very much so cracked, okay, a whole lot of yelling, okay. Um, I am live today, okay, because um I have spoken to everybody that I need to speak to, okay, behind the scenes. And I was gonna go live yesterday, well, last night, and then I changed my mind. I'm like, you know what? It can wait till tomorrow or, whenever. So I've had some time to think. I've had, like I said, there was a whole lot of conversation behind the scenes. Um, and I have come to the conclusion, that, I can agree with, I'm not going to say I can. I agree with Amanda. She did a live yesterday. Um, we both did lives yesterday. And I listened to her live. And I also talked to her behind the scenes because, like, we all were supposed to talk. That didn't happen. But then I spoke, you know, um, which I was very surprised by. I was called or, reached out to by Miss Mimi, and we all, talked. And, you know, we have, decided to keep it pushing. We're not going to beef with each other. And I'm okay with that because that's not what I wanted to do with them or Miss Tawana. Okay. Like I had an issue with John Frank, and how I look at it is, I made a decision that pissed a lot of people off. And how I look at it is on YouTube, you can give somebody advice. I have given advice. I've received advice, and it's up to that person to take it. I have, me personally, have never gotten mad, or, stopped talking to somebody on YouTube, or we got into it because they were doing what they wanted to do on YouTube. So for me, it's like I did what I wanted to do. Now I'm into it with, people that I call my friends. We're supposed to be sisters. We should be better than that. And so with all of that being said and just hearing everybody out, people heard me out. I just came to the conclusion that, Amanda did say something in her life that I agree with. I do talk to too many people on the phone to be on YouTube and a part of a clique. And in the past, I was a part, I was called a bad bunny. New Day to, as of last year, it was, oh, we church ladies. And how I felt and still do feel is, yes, I'm cool and I'm friendly. And some people on this app, I ride with, no matter what. They can call me and want to go live and I not want to do it, but it's like, hey, I support you. I got your back. That's how I move. So that's how I expect to be treated in return. And I just want to say that yes, I do go live or I do hit panels and I say, oh, I'm going to be done with it. I'm moving on. But I'm not the only person that does that. And I can respect the fact that that's what Amanda wanted to do in this season or, this time around. But I did not like that we fell out because of it. And I also didn't like the other background noise that was going on. And I just was like, I don't want to deal with this shit. It's really too much. It's getting stupid. It's childish. It's petty. And I was like, you know what? What the fuck ever. Like I don't really care. I'm not on here trying to get into it with people. I don't want people getting into it with me. I don't care about the he say, she say, like that's not my goal here. But that's what happens in the background. That's what happened when you run with a group or, you got a clique. And I'm going to say from what I know and what I've observed, what I've experienced, when you cool with too many people in front of the scenes and behind the scenes, it can cause a problem. It can cause a problem for the people around you that's got an issue with each other. And, you don't want to be involved, but you're going to be involved because people want you to pick a side. And how I feel, and that's just how I feel about the whole situation because I am cool with Miss Tawana. I'm cool with Mimi and Too Strong, and whatever was going on with us or around us, I was not taking it that serious. I didn't feel like anybody needed to call and be mediated. I didn't feel like, I needed to watch my back. It was just like, you know, normalcy. It was like, to me, it was a breath of fresh air. Like, man, okay, we good. And then some shit happened, and shit just went left. And all I'm gonna say is, I take advice very well, when I want to, when that's what I want to hear. And when I was pissed the fuck off because John Frank was cussing me out or, doing subliminals or whatever, it was like, look, I ignored him the first time, but now I want to address him in the public because he's addressing me in the public. And I stand by that. I'm not gonna, be like, oh, I shouldn't have did that. I should have did what I did because that's what I wanted to do. I'm not gonna say, oh, I should have listened. No, I got, like she said, I got cussed out, and I was like, well, damn. And as far as, well, why didn't you call Tawana? I was on the phone with Miss Tawana when you and Miss Mimi called me. And that's when it was like, Too Strong don't want to talk to Tawana. And I respected it. But when I hung up with Miss Tawana and Miss Mimi, I asked you why you don't want to talk to the lady. You told me your reasons why. It was like, oh, okay. Well, that's not true. This ain't this ain't that. You believed or felt, that, hey, Vaughn, I'm telling you this. You don't want to listen. It's like, hey, I am listening to you, but I know that some things that you're saying or that you think is going on is not true. So, we're getting into it right now because, it's like I get it. You don't fuck with the lady. That part is respected. You don't fuck with her. But if I'm telling you this is what happened on my end or our end, I need that to be respected as well. And no, that ain't how the conversation went in the moment. I'm just giving it to the public as to why we ended up getting into it. And yes, she did say, you talk to too many people and you all over YouTube keeping up shit. And I said, wait a minute. Hold up. Now I'm keeping up shit? How? Well, I'm on the phone with a bunch of people because shit, I want to be. People like me. I like them. Nobody likes you. That's what I said to her. Nobody said to me, oh, I don't like Too Strong. Nobody said that. It was just like, oh, you saying things to me. So I'm about to say things. Shit, that hurt my feelings. You keeping up shit. You on the phone with everybody. It was like, what the fuck? What? Wow. But that's my choice to do so. And if I say no, I don't talk to this person, or no, yeah, I do talk to such and such, but not like that. If you don't trust me, which is also, what I said yesterday, which is I feel like y'all don't like me and y'all don't trust me based on the live that happened yesterday. And I mean, well, today, because I'm telling y'all what happened yesterday. And it was said to me that that's not true. So I'm going to say, all I can do is move the fuck on. I don't know what anybody else was told. I only know what I was told. I only know what I know. I can only I'm my own witness. I am my own witness of what happened with me, with other people, and that's just how it's gonna be from now on. I don't need a group. I don't need, to be around a bunch of people that feel like, I'm the baby, or she on the phone with everybody, we can't trust her. I'm not a part of a clique. I like YouTube as for what it is, social media to socialize. I like to hit panels. I like to be cool with people. I do not like to be into it all the time. If you got a problem with me, I got a problem with you. But I said I don't want to deal with that type of stuff anymore. And no, I did not stand on it. No, every now and fuck that. I just do what I want to do. If I want to be messy for today, if I want to be messy for an hour, if I want to go in a chat, if I want to hit a link and be like, yeah, that bitch said the same thing about me, I'm going to do that. And I feel like that's what everybody else does. We all do it differently. Some of us do it the same, but at the end of, I'm not a part of a clique. I am my own person on this app. If we are friends and you respect me, I expect you to respect that. And if I don't take your advice, or you feel like I'm still doing something wrong, and you feel like, what, Vaughn, is too much. I don't like, you know, I don't like what you do. I don't like how you move. I can respect you moving around for me. Totally. I'm not holding nobody hostage. I don't, you know, act like, that my feelings don't be hurt about. Yes, my feelings do be hurt about stuff, but my feelings don't need to be hurt no more, because this. And another thing Amanda said, are you tired of going through the same shit over and over again? Yes, I am, with people that are supposed to be my friends, with people that I look at as big sis, or we family. I am tired of going through that. And that's why I walked away from other individuals that we mutually don't fucking like, and know that they be full of shit. And it's like whatever happened behind the scenes with Miss Mimi and Tawana, you know, I didn't have nothing to do with that. Me and Too Strong Ish, we got into it over some fuck shit. I'm moving on. I don't have no issue with either one of them. I do not, want to do the back and forth and all of that, because at the end of the day, when I talked to them yesterday, I said how I felt. I told, the truth, or I'm going to say my side of the truth, or my truth, whatever you want to call it. And I let them know how I really feel. And how I feel is, I do love y'all, but the shit that gets said about, me, when people are mad on these public platforms, or even behind my back, I feel is unfair. And I don't like that people have a whole lot to say behind the scenes, but it's like, oh, Vaughn is a liar. She's over emotional. She hot and cold. She up and down. When, in all God's honesty, that's how everybody is behind the scenes. When it's a bunch of, not even a bunch of people, when it's a bitch coming at them, and, oh, I don't want to go live, I'm not going to address it. And next thing you know, we're all live. We all on the panel. We all in chats. And I'm sick of being the fall guy. It was explained to me, we didn't blame you. We didn't think you did this. And I'm like, well, that's not what this person was saying. And that's not what that person, and that's not, and it's like, okay, hey, a olive branch has been extended. You know, hey, I love y'all. My bad. You know, I fuck with Miss Tawana. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this and that. Here's what I do know. And what I know is that Miss Tawana has supported me. I know that she has had my back. I know she has vouched for me. I know she wasn't telling me any of John Frank's business. Anything she said in the public was said behind the scenes. It's like I knew that they had a relationship outside of me, and I was not trying to get in the way of that at fucking all. And when I pulled Frankie to the carpet, I was even going to apologize and let him know, like, I don't move like that. I'm not purposely trying to come between nobody. And whatever I did and said, hey, my bad. But see, shit didn't go that way. And I don't regret it going that way. But what I will say is, yes, I did call. Well, not call. I did click over with Miss Mimi after we hung up with Miss Swan. And I'm like, I'm still fucking mad. I want to go live on this nigga. Y'all coming with me? Too Strong said no. I'm like, man, what the fuck? No, Vaughn don't want nothing to do with it. Woo woo. I was like, I bet. Some other shit. It was a whole lot of other shit said. I was not mad, nor am I mad that they didn't come live with me because, you know, that's not no. What I was mad about is that it became an argument. It became a you starting shit. And it's like, how have I done anything different than what anybody else does? Anytime somebody say something sideways, people get to say and do what they want to do. And it's like I could be like, man, Too Strong, I don't think you should do that. Man, Miss Mimi, let's leave it alone. But we all still end up live. So that's my only problem is why is it that now I'm just the worst of the worst? And it's like, why does that have to go to that? So my decision, when Too Strong said, I ain't fucking with you no more, I respected it. I did not call her back. Miss Mimi called her back and put us both on the phone, and we tried to talk again, and it just didn't fucking work. We kept arguing. Because me and Too Strong are very both opinionated people, and we gonna say what the fuck we got to say, and we just gonna that's what we gonna do. But as far as I wanted people not to like you, and I wanted this, none of that is true. You said fucked up shit. I said fucked up shit. You made the community wall post. I just found out don't nobody like me. I shared, and I purposely shared it out like, hey, speak now, forever hold your peace, because I knew that nobody was saying those things about you. I just said something to hurt your feelings like you hurt mine, which is childish, but I just want to keep it real. I mean, hey, we're all fucking childish and petty on this app. But I'm not mad anymore. And I just want to say that as far as Miss Tawana is concerned, she supported me. I don't feel like she tried to, you know, use me or anything because, like I told Amanda last night and Miss Mimi, I was on that type of time because I wanted to be on that type of time. I believe I said that many times in my live streams, like, hey, I just want to be a little messy today. And everybody would laugh. It was funny. It was, to me, people doing what they wanted to do. So, with all that being said, I'm not a part of a clique. You know, it's been made clear, people don't fuck with each other. That's cool. I'm going to be honest and say it's not, the same for me. I don't want to be on the phone, with people. I just don't want to do that shit no more. If I want to go live on somebody, I can do it by myself. If I got an issue with somebody, I don't need to talk it out with nobody behind the scenes. I don't want to do none of that type of stuff with, nobody, because I feel like, you know, there is some other shit going on that I'm gonna be honest and say I feel we'll never know the truth. It's just gonna all be messy, and it's just gonna get nastier and nastier. And that wasn't my intent. But I'm not gonna, you know, limit who I associate with on YouTube because it offends anybody. And I'm gonna say this: nobody behind the scenes said, "Oh, you know, I don't." That's not what happened yesterday. I'm just telling y'all how I feel based on the things that keep happening over and over again. Where it's like I be thinking everybody cool and everybody good, but then there's a problem, and then it becomes my fault, and people want to talk about each other and not want to talk to each other. I don't want to do that. It's like, mm-mm. So, and hey, I'm already knowing, well, you still giving people something to talk about. Well, I have the right to say how I feel about what is going on, what has transpired, and I don't feel like I owe anybody my silence, and I damn sure don't feel like I owe anybody, loyalty. I do not feel that way. I don't owe anybody loyalty, where it makes me feel like, you know, I'm being stifled because I did say that. When I want to go live, now all of a sudden it's, something different. And I'm like, you know, yeah, I believe in God and yeah, I want to do better, but not today. And I've had many conversations, like that with people behind the scenes, or man, I'm not in the mood for this shit today, but I'm in the mood for it. When it wasn't me saying that, I receive phone calls, let's go live about this and that. So I'm not gonna allow to be made the villain or the fall guy for being messy on fucking YouTube, or even engaging in mess with like-minded, like individuals. I'm no, I'm no, I'm not gonna be quiet about that because I'm just not. You cannot control what other people do. You can give advice. You can be like, hey, this is what I'm doing. You can go do this and that. But if we gonna fall out about it, that's something totally different. I don't feel that that's how it should be, but hey, that's what happened. And like I said, we all decided to move on, you know. Um, and that's just what it is. I'm not a bad bunny anymore. I'm not a church lady. You know, I'm Von's reality. I'm Kevon Deja Renee Cox Chapman. I do what I want to do. I go to whatever channel I want to go to if I'm welcome. I don't try to go starting shit to people's lives. I don't, I don't even be list. First of all, another thing I don't do is I don't listen to old commentary. I just gotta be honest. It's in order for me to listen to something that happened way before I happened. I mean, way before I came around, or somebody gotta send it to me. I gotta be on YouTube and a live stream is playing, and it's like, oh, but I don't do that. I don't, and I'm gonna say this. I get it. You gotta protect yourself. You gotta know who you around. You gotta know how people move. But you know, I just don't move like that. I take people for how they treat me to my face. You know, that's it. I take people for how they treat me to my face. And I feel like I've been through a lot of different things on this app, with people, and I know what to say and what not to say. And from what I know, anything I say get back to somebody else. Well, I'm gonna say, as far as what, it's like anything I say gets back to somebody else. And at this point, I just, nah, I'm good. I don't have no beef with John Frank. I don't have no beef with Miss Swana. I don't have no beef with Mimi and Too Strong. So I'm washing my hands of it for my peace of mind and my sanity because, I thought we all got along and, things just didn't, go that way. And what I will take responsibility for is not paying better attention to what was going on around me. And even, as far as saying, you know, I didn't have to do anything, with anybody, but I chose to because that's the type of person I am. And I just expected the same to be in return. And I'm going to say this, when you are a part of a group or a clique, that's usually how things go. But in my own experience, it's always two against one, three against one, four against one, and it's people that I call my friends. It's always, oh, we tried to tell Vaughn. It's like when when things go bad, oh, we was just trying to uplift Vaughn and we was just trying to, and it's like I'm sick of that because everybody is always trying to uplift me. And let me not say trying, everybody's always uplifting me and encouraging me, but I also do the same in return. But I don't get mad or feel like, oh, I'm not fucking with her. I don't make other people's problems my problem to the point where I'm gonna get mad at you or I'm gonna say, oh, you cashing checks. You cashing checks that your I mean, yeah, that your at you I can't figure y'all what the hurt. Y'all listen, I don't do that. And I'm gonna say this. I'm not mad at Too Strong, y'all. Honest to God, I'm not mad at Amanda at all. But what the things that she said in her live, I thought about them. I really, and I'm still thinking about them because at the end of the day, she said, when you said what you said to me, you meant that. And that's how I feel is that, yeah, we apologized and we decided to move on, but you meant what you said. And I respect what you said because that's how you really feel. And that's also what you said to me behind the scenes. But I don't want to be a problem for nobody anymore when it comes to, oh, we a sisterhood and we friends, and I want the best for you, but I also, you know, want you to make decisions that it's like, no, 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 I want to be treated as an equal. And I don't feel that that is even possible because of the age difference. And I'm just keeping it all the way real. Okay. Because every time, everybody gets upset, my age comes up, oh, she needs to be baby, no matter who it is. So it's like, okay, respectfully, you know, I just can't do it because, you know, it's too much drama. I say a lot of things when I'm upset and when I'm angry. And, you know, I am tired of the same thing over and over again. And, you know, I'm tired of the he say, she say. I am. I'm tired of the he say, she say behind the scenes. And I'm tired of not being able to have a conversation in front of the scenes because we're all hollering and screaming at each other. And then it's, oh, we're giving people something to talk about. Well, we shouldn't be on YouTube behind the scenes together because everything that happens behind the scenes, and honestly, that's not even true. When, like I said, people get in their feelings, shit happen, and vice versa. It's over fucking whelming. It's overwhelming. Damn, I can't even talk, y'all. But yeah, it's overwhelming, and I don't think anybody deserves to be painted in a bad light from, we out here calling each other friends and da 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 da, and it's like I'm over it, and I feel like whatever John Frank and Miss Tawana got going on, honestly, I would like for them to, and I told Miss Tawana that, like, I feel like y'all gonna get back cool. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't know. But I just want John Frank to know I had no intentions of ever coming in between y'all relationship. Um, that's what I was gonna say to you that day in the live. It didn't go that way, and but that's it. I'm good. I'm good. I think you know, it's I'm gonna say timing is everything because I think that with me being off the internet and no longer you know um being in the mix is much very needed because yeah. And so as far as who I talk to behind the scenes and who said what and who not telling me what, I only have them problems with certain group of people, and that's the group of people I started out with. And I think sometimes in life, you just got to walk away from people, not because you don't like them, not because you don't love them, but it just needs to happen. And so when Amanda said, God ain't called, he ain't telling me to be her friend, it was like, all right, because he ain't telling me to be yours either. And that's not a dig, that's just, how I felt. But it's good, y'all. Like I said, we all talk. Um, I hope they don't take this live the wrong way. If so, it's not my intention to try to make nobody look bad or nothing like that. But like I said, you know, I feel like I needed to say, what it is that I feel about the situation. And that's how I feel about it. I'm not a part of a clique. I don't owe anybody any loyalty. to just take their word over my own opinion or my own, you know, thinking. I don't owe anybody any loyalty when it comes to, oh, I got to let everybody know who I talk to and who I associate with. And I got to tell everybody my every conversation. I don't feel that way. And if I'm perceived as not loyal because I decided to, say, fuck all this shit, I'm going to go live and be like, Frankie, what's up? Then that's those are the cards that I've been dealt. If I'm perceived as not loyal for coming live and saying, "Oh, why you got to tell everybody we talked and what we talked about?" Because because I'm my own damn witness of what happened behind the scenes. When I got two people or four people or three people all with the same story or just a version of the story and making it as if, you know, I'm just a certain type of way, and it's like, no, that's no. And then when you got people that's like, oh, you know, why y'all go back to her and this and that, and it's like, what do you mean? Why do they come back to me? Like, people were people call me. People reach out to me after they go live and say certain things, or they hit panels and they say certain things, and then they call me and say, Vaughn, I love you, and my bad, and da 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 da, and it's like, you know, I had every intention on going live and reviewing Too Strong's live, because wait a minute, this didn't, and it's like, that's why, and people keep saying, well, Vaughn, why do you keep dealing with the same shit? I'm not gonna be dealing with the same shit. Not after today, not after yesterday. And once again, it's why let's not go live. No, what do you mean? Let's not go live. Like, why is all the back? Like, what is going? I'm gonna put it to y'all like this: it's too motherfucking confusion. I mean, too much confusion. It's confusing. It's draining, and then it's exhausting. That everybody wants to talk in private. It's always in private. It's always in private. Everybody wants to, I love you in private and kumbaya in private. That is so annoying to me. It's fucking annoying. And then, you know, we not gonna say nothing, and we not gonna do this, and it's like, okay, 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 okay. And honestly, y'all, I'm gonna say this. That's why I'm saying I'm not a part of a clique, because that's when people expect you to be loyal to them, even if you kind of out here the only one looking a little crazy, and vice versa. And I'm just gonna say that because I don't go live and oh, I ain't got nothing to say, but then get on the phone and I got everything to say. I don't do that. So I don't want nothing else to do with this bullshit. Please leave me the fuck out of it. And if y'all want to fight and be into it and all of this other bullshit, I say have the fuck at it. You know, have a fucking field day. Hell, but leave me out of it. Like, for real, leave me out of it. Leave me out of it. Because I had nothing to do with how it started in the first fucking place. And that's on everything. I had nothing to do with hidden animosity, secret talking behind the phone, uh oh, watch your back with it. I had nothing to do with none of that fuck shit. Nothing. And so I don't want to have nothing to do with the aftermath. I don't want to have nothing to do with it because it's too much people backstabbing and that we all got to be quiet about it and we can't say nothing about it and but we all sitting at the same fucking table. I don't want to sit at that table no more. I don't want to be there. I no, I do not want to eat steak with snakes. I don't want to do that. And that's the vibe and the energy that I'm getting. That is how I even feel I have to act because oh I can't okay, I know this is going on. Don't tell that person, don't say nothing. It's like I'm not doing that shit. That's fucked up. When we all grown and can come and put it out on the floor and say, yo, this is my issue. Or even if we gonna talk behind the scenes, everybody should be able to fucking talk. So I don't want to do the behind the scenes. I don't want to do the panels. I'm not doing the fucking live streams. I'm finna go on my fuck ass YouTube break. And when I come back, I'm gonna be my own fucking person like I've been doing, because I've been doing positive commentary. I've been chilling on this motherfucking app. I ain't had no fucking problems with no damn body since December. No problems. I ain't had nobody calling me, girl, go listen to this. Girl, she said that. I ain't had nobody come telling me behind, and that's on everything. Anything I found out on YouTube. Oh shit, they still over there talking about me. Let me go look. But Miss Tawana has not been encouraging me to do anything that I didn't want to fucking do. Let me make that clear. And that's another fucking reason I don't want to be friends on this app with anybody that don't trust me. Because let's make it very clear. It was made very clear that I'm untrustworthy because I talk to too many people on the phone. So if you perceive me as untrustworthy because I socialize and I mingle and I'm always in the mix, that's cool. Because guess what? When I come back, if I want to hit a panel and laugh with people and be a part of the conversation, I'm going to do that. I don't know why. Look, I'm not on YouTube to not be on YouTube and be on YouTube. That's not how I move. Look, I don't care that much. I really don't. I don't give a fuck that much. I don't. I love and appreciate the support. I love the laughs. I love when it's just, fun. I really fucking do. But y'all too messy for me. And that's just honest to God truth. Y'all too messy for me. So that's all I'm gonna say about it. And you know, I'm moving forward. I'm not answering any questions. I'm not answering or responding to any lies. Like I said, y'all want to fight and go back and forth and it ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm gonna say this, it had nothing to do with me in the first place. And yeah, I decided I'm gonna still be cool with Miss Tawana because she hasn't done anything to me. Just like the other ladies hadn't done anything to me for me to say, well, I don't want to fuck with y'all because of what she said about LTG or whatever. That ain't what happened. We all ended up getting into it over some bullshit. Feelings came out, people said shit, and it's like it's too messy. It's too fucking messy. It's messy, it's messy, it's messy. and I don't want to deal with it, and I'm not gonna deal with it, and I'm over it. So y'all have a nice day. I will see y'all whenever the fuck I see y'all, because I was supposed to come back in March, but I don't know when I'm gonna come back. But I'm gonna say I have no problem sitting on my own channel by my damn self, and that's for real, because I've been doing it. I go live and talk about absolutely nothing, and it be 8 people in the damn chat, and I don't give a fuck. I can go live and talk about some shit I seen on what's this shit? Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok with 4 people in the chat, and I don't care. I'm not a part of no clique. I'm not out here trying to beef with nobody no more. I'm not picking no damn sides. I don't really give a fuck because the truth ain't gonna never be told any fucking way. Everybody gonna lie. Ain't nobody gonna say, and it's like, or it's gonna be, oh, you took it like this or that. That ain't what I meant. I don't give a fuck. And this break is needed so that I can fall back, up out of the messiness and the nonsense, between, people that I really do like and I have a lot of love for, but I'm sick of I'm sick of the behind the scenes, you know, stuff, being a problem, oh, I'm not talking, oh, we into it right now every 3 months or every other week, and that's what we supposed to fight. No, I don't want to fight with people I call friends. I don't get into it with anybody else that I talk to behind the scenes. In fact, I don't have those issues with the other people that I talk to behind the scenes. I do not have those problems. And and honestly, I feel like some of everybody is trying to come in between everybody's relationship. And that's just how I feel based on the he say she said. Based on the he say she said, based on the uh-huh, uh-huh. Cause shit, that's what I have gathered from everything that has transpired. If you not cool with me and I don't fuck with her, and I'm gonna keep it real, y'all. Ain't nobody said that. Ain't nobody said that, but that's how I feel. That's how I feel. That it's gonna always be a problem with for me. Let me pull y'all in for a second so y'all can hear me out. It's gonna always be a problem for me because I like to mingle and I don't want to just be in one place. So for my peace of mind, I don't want to. I'm not mingling. You know, with I'm not on nobody's side, and that's for real. I ain't on nobody's side. Mm-mm. Y'all got it. The trust was broken um a long time ago, and I'm gonna say 2024 when everybody fell out, and it was just only a matter of time, before you know certain people, including myself, got into it again. And I don't. I'm good, y'all. I really am. I'm good. Hey Mookie, I didn't see you was in here. But all right, y'all. Y'all saying have a good day. She said, well, it's good to know you don't care. Talking to yourself on YouTube. Oh yeah, Miss Linda, I don't mind because that's to me, I like coming live. I do. I like being live. I like talking to other people. And most importantly, I don't mind being up here by my damn self talking to myself. I don't. I use YouTube to have, fun. I use YouTube to talk about real shit. I use YouTube for a whole lot of things. Cook a damn dinner. So, YouTube is very so much a part of my life. And I'm not ashamed to say that. But the negative stuff don't have to be a part of my life. And it no longer will be a part of my life. So I squashed it with Too Strong and Mimi, and I'm moving on. I don't have no beef with nobody. I don't have no side, but I do feel that people they gonna do what they want to do, and I'm not having nothing to do with it anymore because she said, why you got a lot, Craig? I don't want to have nothing to do with it anymore because it's a never ending cycle. When somebody don't like you, they don't like you. When they don't trust you, they don't trust you. When they gonna always side eye you. They gonna always think you is something more going on. And I I'm over it. I'm tired of going through the same thing over and over again. And I don't see anything wrong with what I'm saying. But hey, all right, y'all. I'm finna go. She said, "Have a blessed day, everyone." Yeah, it's way more to life than YouTube. Hey, Nesto. All right, y'all. I'm going to go and I'm going to see y'all later. She said, Vaughn, I'm sorry. You are wrong for calling people out at this moment. That's okay, Miss Lynn. I don't know who I called out, but whatever. She said, oh, wait, yeah. Look, I'm going to be honest, y'all. I think really fast and sometimes I read, you know. I'm sure no one is going to fight. Why you sound so offensive? It's over. Let it go. Because like I said, Miss Linda, it's so much background stuff that I see it's like I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what y'all see on y'all's, you know, timeline, but I know what I'm seeing on mine. And it's like it's stupid. I'm sorry, it's stupid. It is stupid to me, because it's never ending. It's never gonna end. Somebody gonna always have an issue because of the group and clicks and shit. Somebody gonna always have a problem. Gonna always have a problem. Always. And if it ain't coming from over here, it's gonna come from over there. And if it ain't coming from over here and over there, it's gonna come from me. So no, I'm good. No, I don't know. It's too much. And like I said, I don't have these problems with the other people that I associate with behind the scenes. I don't. And if I'm wrong for saying that, oh well, because it's the truth. Everybody comes out here, oh, this drama is drama is drama, but the drama always comes from behind the scenes. And then you got to deal with, oh, we got into it, so I thought you was throwing shade at me. Hell, yeah, I am tired of that. I am. I unsubscribed from people so I wouldn't see their channels because I didn't want to see nobody throwing shade at me. But hell, it ain't even safe out here to be on somebody else's channel because I thought you was throwing shade at me. What the fuck? Who wants to deal with that? Not me. I don't want to deal with it. And I'm gonna say this: just because y'all aren't seeing it out front, don't mean that that's not happening in the background. So a lot of the times when you see people hit a live like I'm doing, it's because they like, man, this is some bullshit. But I'm gonna say this: I'm hitting my live because everybody's doing what they want to do, so I'm doing what I want to do, so that I can move on. But no, I'm not gonna argue and keep going back and forth. Not in 2026. Not with nobody. It's not gonna be handled. It's not gonna be done and over with. It's not gonna be reconciled. There is none of that. It's just gonna keep going and going and going. And so because I see that that's happening, I'm telling everybody I'm choosing Vaughn, and I'm gonna let them figure it out. But all right. She says I'm single and I like to mingle. You funny, Scorpio mama. But all right, y'all, I'm gone. And no, I'm not mad at nobody. But I am the and I've unsubscribed from all a bunch of it's like I don't want to see I know because that's how you get pulled back in, and I did what I needed to do to protect my peace, which was unsubscribe and I don't listen. So and like I said, I don't have people calling me, I don't know and telling me what's going on YouTube. So but y'all have a nice day and I'll holler at y'all in March. Bye.
I heard y'all was looking for me. Yeah. Here I go. Floating on your screen, I'm the daydream queen. Black Barbie style, can't put a ring on me. Kids and businesses, yeah, the juggle is real. Hit that like, hit the sub, let's seal the deal. This is Vaughn's reality, baby, tune riding. Soft glam, big goals, we all just here riding. If you came for the tea, on the kettle, no lying. Welcome to the world where the queens always win. Switch it up. Bad bitch, you want the tea, got Lipton packs in the back. A whole lot going on, better grab you a snack. If you want a live stream, hype me up in the chat. Play with the queen, got your ass snap back. Boss in my bloodline, every move back with facts. Vaughn's reality, yeah, the fam stay stacked. I'm the moment, the glow, the vibe you can't hack. Step into my world, you ain't never going back. You said you were looking for me, here I go. Get ready for Vaughn's reality show. We gonna be survive, yeah, you already know. Play it in the streets at work or right at home. You said you were looking for me, too in close. Watch the elevation and the petty unfold. From the glam to the ground, baby, this my zone. Vaughn's reality, welcome to the throne. Since y'all were looking for me, I'll give you reality.